with the Completist and my brother Spawn Prince. Man, tonight we got we got something different for y'all tonight. Tonight we are going to be discussing versus battles and just what versus battles and what characters shouldn't be matched against each other. This is something that we really have to discuss, and I feel like should be documented. Okay, so me and my brother Spawn Prince, we were just discussing how, firstly, we were really discussing Goku and Superman and Black Adam and Shazam, and we was really discussing before that who will be a good matchup for All Might. And I said that Superman would not be a good matchup for All Might because he's just too much out of All Might's league. And then I said that I honestly didn't believe, or I honestly don't think that he will even be a good matchup for Shazam and Black Adam. And Spawn Prince, my brother, said that he definitely thinks that that would be a good matchup, especially against like Black Adam. Because go ahead and explain why again.
It's because of the durability level. Shazam and Black Adam both shown that with their durability, the healing factor, and the ability not to be able to take damage is not on the same scale as Superman's. Without the green rock being in place, Superman, he damn near indestructible. You can't even when you look up Juggernaut, I just pulled Juggernaut up here and it says he don't need air, food, and water to survive, and he's virtually indestructible. Juggernaut, even with the magical capabilities, would not be a good matchup for Superman because of all the other Superman powers that he brings to the table and his speed. Versus, then we go back to Black Adam and the All Might thing. All Might is vulnerable. I mean, we start off with him having like a wound or something, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I'm still catching up, but he was wounded by whoever, and that's where he was started losing his powers and stuff like that. Shazam and Black Adam, they're on that same level. I've seen Shazam. We saw him in Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, where he lost his arm, his leg. Flashpoint, where he lost the eye. All type of different stuff. As far as like getting wounded and getting injured. The only thing that would separate them from All Might is the flight, the ability to fly. Now, I don't know how big of a factor that would be. I think that'd be a pretty big factor because I mean, unless All Might got some old Incredible Hulk leaping abilities, I don't see.
Yeah, I mean, being able to fly is definitely an advantage if you're going against somebody who can't. Because technically, like Doomsday can't fly, but he, can at that, like he can, like, I don't know what you would really call it. Like, dude has ridiculous leaping abilities and, like, can glide or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but either way, yeah, there is, like, an advantage to being able to fly when you're fighting somebody who virtually can't,
And I mean, at the same time, like I just said, I don't think Juggernaut would be a good match, but I mean, you gotta look at how comics has done it. Superman has fought, Grundy, and Grundy has been a problem for Superman in the past, in certain books or TV shows and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't really no telling. I mean, how everything goes. I just be feeling like with the power scaling, with everything that we try and put into our versus battles, I feel like it should be more of a balance when you try and put the characters as far as a matchup with each other and factor everything in. That way you can ensure that you'll have a good debate about them. Personally, off rip, I don't believe anybody should ever be put in a matchup with Superman. Because reason being, I'm not even a Superman fan, but reason being is because everybody gonna bring in his feats. They're gonna bring in the feats, which when you think about it, coming from 1938 Golden Age, Superman's overpowered Silver Age, and then even going to his current or his reboots or all his different variations of himself, there's no one that's gonna match those feats.
Nobody.
There's no matching Superman's feats. There's no matching his strength feats, speed feats, planetary feats, universal feats. There's no matching that. So you just factor him out. I write Superman off. I try to stay away from him as much as possible. And I try my best to when I was compounding my list as far as some that I wanted to post or some that I wanted to discuss. I'm gonna still post them even though we can discuss them. I tried my best to narrow it down as much as possible. Um, because like I said, man, I think we go a little overboard with feats and power scaling.
You know, I agree with you wholeheartedly. My whole thing was like, I agree with you definitely when it comes to, you know, there needing to be a balance. You know, because honestly, when you are debating, of course, both sides are gonna be aiming to try to win the debate. But the thing about it is, as well, is that you also have to be objective and you have to know both characters that you're debating. You can't just know
That's that
super.
too.
You can't just know Superman and not know shit about Goku. You know what I'm saying? Or not know shit about Saitama or whoever you try to put up against Superman. And even if Superman is that person that's going to win just out of having feats, but you still have to know who you're debating. Because there are a lot of debates that happen and a lot of them be just continuous BS because of the simple fact that both individuals don't know what they're talking about. They'll either have listened to somebody else's take on the character and hasn't really read them. And that's what I'm saying. Like you just have to have read, you know, and just know at least what you're talking about. And you know, you can't be you also can't be, you know, head canon and shit, making up shit. You know what I mean? Like
A
that happens
lot
as
of,
well.
and here's the thing, and I'm guilty of this. A lot of people are really just biased when it comes to certain characters.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Yeah,
so I am one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I'll see somebody post, you know what I'm saying, some outlandish, crazy stuff like, oh, Juggernaut versus Batman. But because I know how big fucking Marvel stands is and how hard Marvel fans go in, I pick Batman
just
to
cause.
piss them off. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, Batman got that. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
got that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I've done that. I do that like a lot.
So that
Unless
you
I know
got
for
to
a fact,
sometimes, man. You got to in some cases because it's like,
unless it's actually just a hands down good debate. If it's just a hands down good debate and I know both characters, then I'll pitch in. If I don't know both characters, then I'll say I'm gonna just follow the post, or I'll say shit. I don't know nothing about this character. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna be like, I'm picking him because I don't know who this is. I'm not
yeah,
even gonna
right.
do that
Yeah,
because
that's right.
I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I had started posting some of the stuff that I was posting about Marvel characters. Like you saw in the post, I said, I want to see how many of y'all know of these characters. Because I've been going through my studies and reading stuff. I posted today another historical fact that Blade has only had 287 appearances throughout entire Marvel comic universe.
One of the least written
200,
characters all of Marvel.
287 appearances throughout all of comics is how many times Blade has showed up in comics.
Right,
287. And
right.
then I looked at that compared to Namor, who has showed up 1,135 times.
And he's a least written character in
And
Marvel.
Namor, when I really thought about that, I was like, Namor has only really been either a villain or on the Defenders. And most of his stuff was silver and bronze. He ain't really too much in modern, aside from like maybe,
Right.
Avengers versus X-Men or some Phoenix stuff with mutants going on and stuff like that. But I thought of Blade. I'm like, Blade was on the Ultimates. He was an Avenger. He was a Defender. He was a Secret Avenger. And it's like he only got 287.
Right.
It's like, hmm,
You just have to, when you think about that,
hmm.
you just think like, damn, he been on all these damn teams, but how many solo runs does he have? How many actual solo issues do he have besides the shit that was in Bronze Age? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, they have been writing my man's like least of one of the least written characters in all of Marvel. I mean, he, besides the Eternals. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's at least written character, and that's terrible, bro. It's terrible because Blade is, you know, one of the originals, man. One of the originals of Marvel, to put on for the squad. You know what I'm saying? Get people on.
Where my issue came in, it was to show how he was one. He is very least written. Is Punisher has 985 appearances. Blade has 287. They've both been members of the exact same team except Marvel Knights. Punisher has been a Marvel Knight and a Hero for Hire. Blade has those are the only two teams Blade hasn't been on. And I just was like,
You know how they
oh, and
be.
Thunderbolts. Blade ain't been a Thunderbolt. So three teams separate them, but it's like,
He a Savage Avenger now.
who?
Blade.
Blade. Oh yeah.
He a Savage Avenger now. That's probably the only thing modern besides that Darkhold, and that one
That
Avengers
trash.
run. And that Null run when he made his appearance in too. So that's probably like 3 appearances in like the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
3-4 appearances, but and this isn't even just about comic characters. It's really about anime characters as well. Like we have people who talk about characters like Dark Snyder. And Dark Snyder is a very powerful anime character, and I've only really seen Dark Snyder brought up in debates probably 3 times since debating about these characters gotten popular on the internet. 3, maybe 4 times. And my problem with the whole debate and characters thing is really the scaling as well. A lot of people have to understand that this whole scaling process and the whole scaling shit period was created by another fan. And then there's different ways of scaling power that people have created that people be trying to, use for their debate, but it doesn't even, a lot of them don't even make sense. And a lot of them are wrong.
I
So
look
it's
at it
like,
with when I look at scaling, I look at like a little what is it called, an octagon system. And I put like you'll have like strength at the top, you'll separate strength, and then you'll go down to the right. You'll say like power, because just because you're strong don't necessarily mean you have powers. Prime
right,
example of that would be Superman has strength. Then you go to power. Icon and Silver Surfer also have strength, but they have powers as
powers
well
as
as far as
well.
shooting energy blasts and things like that. I mean, Superman does too with the heat vision if you
Yeah.
count that. And then you'll go down to other things like intellect, which will be separate. You'll have that. Then you'll have just technique, and reason I say use the word technique is because you do got those technical
Yeah.
combatants and stuff like that, and then you'll go into things like maybe gadgets or something else that may separate them, or because you get when you separate them like that, you still get a mixture. Everybody touches on something, a little bit of something here and there, but when you're just talking about scaling, as far as powers, it is strange like pitting them together, because like everybody tell me Daredevil would just mop Batman. That's what everybody tells me. They like, oh, Daredevil would just wipe the floor with dog, and I'm like, to me, they the same dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he will mop the floor with Batman,
Man, listen,
but
they try and feed me like Daredevil would just like he'll just rock Batman to sleep, and I'm like, honestly, to me, they are the same dude. Like one just blind.
all I'm gonna say I'm actually glad you brought that up, because when we talking about Batman and these debates, that is actually a good ass fight, if you ask me. But the only problem with Daredevil, and I feel like this is going to be what fucks him up in the battle against Batman, is the fact that his echolocating senses, can be disrupted. You know what I'm saying? And he uses that as his main way of getting around, and fighting. So if this nigga Batman throws a flashbang, boom, that's gonna fuck him up right there, and Batman gonna get his little licks in, and he gonna fuck him up, just off of that little disruption. Now I love Daredevil. Don't get me wrong, but They are kind of the same person, but that is how I see the fight going because I've seen Daredevil get fucked up off of that plenty of times. You
It's
know what I'm
like
saying?
I made that post with Namor and Aquaman. And I feel like that's subjective because I've been like, I say Namor win. But they to me, they the same dude.
They the same dude. The only thing different is Namor can fly. That's the only
That's
difference.
it. It's like they the same to me, they're the same dude,
Yeah,
but
they are.
how people spin it. Oh, suits. Namor's strength is here, and Aquaman's strength is here, and it's like,
Nah.
well, how is that? When I've seen Aquaman fight Superman, and I mean he got thrashed by Superman,
Yeah.
but I mean still, like
Aquaman is Superman when he's in the water. Like he's just not as durable as Superman. But when it comes to speed, strength, you know what I'm saying, reaction time, yeah. Yeah, and then he ends up learning more of that Atlantis, martial art too. You know what I'm saying? Once he actually became king, you know what I'm saying, and got the throne, reclaimed the throne. So you can't just count my man's out. But
mm-hmm,
Namor is just more savage. He just more like don't give a fuck. He about to try to get you up out of here. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? Like he not with the games. You know what I mean? But when we talking about Batman and Daredevil, that brings me to shit like Batman and T'Challa. Like you can like you can try to make the parameters of the fight however you want. Like you can say, oh, both of them, no suit, no gadgets, no herb. You can do that. That's fine. When you have debates, you can set parameters. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But when a person gives you some scans and some proof of said character without his powers or suit, you know what I'm saying, doing some impressive ass shit, and the other one really doesn't have that many scans to show themselves without a suit, without gadgets, and whooping some ass, you know what I'm saying, of T'Challa's level, then you can't be mad. Now, now is that like a shot or something towards Batman's intellect or combat skills? Hell no. Because at the end of the day, we all know Batman knows like 120 something, you know what I'm saying, martial arts, whatever the case. We know that he
Mm-hmm.
definitely, you know what I'm saying, fought and whooped the court of owls asses, you know what I'm saying. Like he got my man's got hands. We know this.
Batman got good hands.
Right. Batman got hands. We know this.
My only
Definitely.
thing is he can only be put in battles with other people with hands equally as good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't never really factor in all like his gadgets or the prep time or how
Yeah, because
smart he
I ain't
is.
thinking about that.
I ain't thinking about none of that.
Right,
I'm thinking
right.
about these hands. That's
Right.
all I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about nothing else. When I'm thinking about them hands and I think about the hands, I put him on the level of somebody like Bronze Tiger, Karate Kid, stuff like that. That's who I think about when you say trying to have them fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I go through and I'll be just some of them. I just look at it. Just be. I shake my head at a lot of most of them.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm guilty of hating on Batman because I don't really like Batman.
That's how I am with Superman.
Yeah, I don't really like Batman. But when we talking real, you know what I'm saying? Like just being real. Like honestly, I feel like he's not fucking with T'Challa when it comes to really anything. Um, but I'm not just gonna say that it's spite. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that's just about to be easy. You know what I mean? Because
Just like Spider-Man is not street level.
I feel like he's way stronger than street level. Yeah,
Spider-Man is not street level.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, and thank you. We talked about this before. Like, you know, like you can't really consider these specific characters like street level. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they have the ability, you know what I'm saying, to fuck up the entire like city or country or whatever, just by themselves. It doesn't matter.
Spider-Man
They
is
don't have to
equipped
destroy
with the
it.
strength, agility, and powers and everything that he's equipped with because he needs all that to be able to combat the villains that he face.
Yep.
And the villains he face Y'all may consider them street level, but they're not. Doc, I wouldn't consider him street level.
That dude too smart. The dude created the
All right,
goddamn sun, dude.
Lizard. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Lizard. I wouldn't.
Lizard will
Morbius,
fuck the whole city up.
Craven.
They will fuck the whole city up. Like, you know
You
what
know,
I'm saying? They by themselves. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes the scaling just be off to me. You know what I mean? Like I get why y'all say he's street level, because I mean he's just in New York. You know what I'm saying? He's just on the street. He ain't flying nowhere. He was just protecting. But at the same time, y'all gotta understand. You know what I'm saying? The threats that he be going against, like the threats that he be going against, be jeopardizing the entire city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just taking. It's just not threatening Queensbridge. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking Manhattan. Like, it's
pretty
threatening
much.
the entire fucking state for real. Like, like everybody be fucked. You know, and I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. Like, I feel like these things need to have some community discussion.
Cause like when you listen, if you factor everything in, and I do mean everything, power, intellect, gadgets, prep time, scaling. If you factor literally everything into play, then my honest opinion between the two, Marvel and DC, Doctor Doom would be the most powerful character.
Yeah, and I can understand exactly why you would say that, because
You get what
Doctor
I'm
Doom
saying?
is just that
Give
motherfucker.
give switch places with Doom, switch Lex and Doom, and give Doom knowledge about kryptonite against and how it affects Superman and that being Superman's weakness. How long do you think Superman to be alive?
I don't think that Superman will be alive for long.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I don't think that he will be alive
I
for long.
I don't think so, and that's just being honest.
Superman is one of them
Aquaman wins
individuals.
fight. Mars stupid.
Right, man. Superman is one of them individuals that you like. He'll act like he about to use his brain. You know what I'm saying, and think, but he always giving motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I
That'll be
fuck
his
with.
downfall with. That'll be his downfall with Doom.
Yeah, he always giving. He just too nice, man, and that's why a lot of people love the Injustice Superman, because
That's
the
why I
motherfucker is
told
good.
everybody this past week, and I was talking with some of my other friends about it. I said when I look at the two companies, I like DC villains way more. I like all of DC's villains way more than Marvel's villains. But I like Marvel's heroes more. If that makes sense. Because it's only a handful of Marvel villains that I really care for. Like, I don't really care for none of Thor's villains. I don't care for none of them. But I like
Yeah.
Doom. You know what I'm saying? I like Doom. I like a few Spider-Man villains. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care for none of the X-Men villains outside of Magnus and Juggernaut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Apocalypse and Sinister. They cool too. But
Sinister, yeah, Sinister dope.
yeah, but when I compare those to DC's villains, it's like I like Lex, I like Black Adam, I like Grodd, I like Darkseid, I like Brainiac, I like Parasite, Livewire, Killer Croc, Penguin, Two Face, Joker, Batman Who Laughs. I like Sinestro and Atrocitus, and I like all of DC's villains. Just seem like I like them better. Even though they
I
don't get
think,
used.
me personally, I definitely feel you coming from, because I, in a way, kind of like, I'm gonna say this. I like certain aspects of each side better than the other. Like, I like DC's villains more than Marvel, in a sense, because DC's villains, yeah, and Bane, yeah, okay, Amar and Bane. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I mean? When we talking about villains, they are more savage in nature. But when we talking about like Marvel villains, I feel like Marvel villains are more like diabolical and more intellectual.
They
Like,
Marvel villains. Here's my thing about Marvel villains. You will see them team up more often with the person that they supposed to be trying to kill than what I'm saying you would over in
yeah,
DC.
yeah,
You see Doom helping the Marvel universe or teaming up with Reed or whoever a lot more than he actually trying to kill every dang on body.
I
Doc
mean, that's the
Ock and
thing.
Venom. Same thing with Spider-Man.
I feel you, but
How
you know,
long Daredevil got how many stories and his main villain is Kingpin? How long, dog? Come on, man. Kingpin?
Kingpin run New York, man.
He's on the same line as Lex at this point. Lex went to president. The Kingpin went to mayor.
Yeah.
Superman been fighting Lex since the 30s. Daredevil been fighting Kingpin since the 60s. Come on, huh?
Yeah.
What? And this
and
what
we
be
gotta,
killing me about. This what kills me about people. When I said, "Oh, Joker body Punisher," oh, Punisher put a bullet in his head. Boo, 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 boo. He didn't put a bullet in Kingpin.
yeah, right.
Kingpin's still around.
We gotta still remember that Frank Castle is a fucking cop. I really don't fuck with Punisher. I fuck with Punisher, but I don't really fuck with Punisher because they really let this man do what he want because he got them cops behind him.
Man, I'm like, dog, it didn't make sense. When I made that post and everybody blew up, listen, yes, I don't put nothing aside from Joker because Joker is a very intelligent character.
Yeah, he's intelligent. He's not.
He's
stupid.
he ain't stupid by no means, and
Right.
he ain't just he ain't just playing around to be playing around. He
Man,
played
he
with
pulled
Batman.
a Lobo. He pulled a Lobo, bro. He created a damn Joker, goddamn toxin. You know what I'm saying? To change motherfuckers to look like him.
My thing is,
And
people always say this. Oh, he'll just toy with whoever, and that'll be his downfall, and all this, that, and the other. He didn't toy with Superman and Injustice.
no,
He ain't toy with him. That shit went straight to the point. He ain't bullshit around.
I was listen.
He didn't toy with Jason Todd when he killed him. That shit went straight to the point. I believe Joker can pull the same card he did on Jason. He'll pull that same card on Frank. He'll pull that same card on Daredevil. He'll pull that same card.
Jason,
Now,
I mean, especially a person that's not super powered. Yeah, he can pull that off. Yeah,
that's why I was saying people like, oh, well, can he be Spider-Man? Fuck no.
no,
Spider-Man's spider sense is his cop out. That's his plot armor. That's gonna get him the hell up out of there.
a lot, and there's a lot of characters who got past that goddamn Spidey sense too, and Joker just not one of them.
Joker
You know
ain't
what
one
I'm
of them.
Exactly.
Joker
He's
ain't
not-
one of them. No.
Yeah.
Joker will have to play the mind games where he'll have to know who Spider-Man is. He'll have to already know that that's Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
And already be like getting to the people that Peter care about. Without that kind of knowledge, Joker ain't messing with Spider-Man on any kind of level.
We gotta talk. All right, now we gotta move on to this, to Goku.
Oh, the anime
So-
Goku.
Yeah, so this is my thing about Goku.
He trash.
Goku should not be battled against anyone outside of his universal tree.
The reason, and here's the thing with that though, they gonna put him outside the universal tree because as far as his universe goes, he pretty much beat everybody.
Right, everybody that's on his level, I guess you could say, yeah, definitely.
You know, when you aside from that, when you really think about it, as far as really one-on-ones, I think Frieza is like the only one he beat, and Boo.
Yeah, Frieza and Boo, yeah.
far as
Besides the people like in the Dragon Ball saga,
He didn't beat Broly in the movie because that was a fusion.
Yeah,
You know, he never beat Vegeta in a fight.
no, he had help.
You know, Cell was going. That was Gohan.
This nigga
you know.
said Ben 10 beating Goku.
He an alien. You have, and I told people this. You got to think about it. When I went back and watched the original Ben 10 when it first came out, they said, and I quote, that the thing copies alien DNA, and he can turn into that alien.
And Goku was alien.
Technically, Goku and Superman count as aliens. They do count as aliens. They are not humans. They are not Earthlings. They are not from Earth. They count as an alien race.
Yeah.
So, with that said, Ben 10, to some degree, cannot really be used with a lot of different battles. He on another level.
Yeah, he on another level.
He on another level. You can't really use him.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, right? And this is my thing, though. I mean, because when we talk about Dragon Ball, you know, when we talk about shows like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, One Punch Man, you know, when we talk about these shows, we have to understand. We have to understand that a lot of these characters that we are discussing aren't even the main nigga yet in their universe. They are still going along in story and finding out other characters that are stronger than them. You know what I mean? So when we talking about shit like, I guess we gotta say Superman and Goku. Superman, like we said before, just has the feats and the battles, you know what I'm saying, that just kind of surpass anything Goku has really done. Yeah, he fought Beerus, you know what I'm saying, who is the god of destruction, but we've really only seen Beerus destroy a planet.
And we saw him tap his fingernail.
Yeah.
The hell? We saw that man tap
him,
a finger, and that was it.
Yeah, and that was actually impressive. But then you have
saw
people
him
who discuss how small the planet was.
What was
really
dog's name? We saw him destroy old boy. What was his name? Zamasu. That was really it. My thing with that is because there's those cop outs, and I hate the cop outs. I just want to actually just have a good debates, but they be having the cop outs like Naruto, for example, and all the genjutsu jutsus and all of that with the, you know, taking over people's mind or having illusions and stuff like that. Listen, man, if I made a versus battle and I took all of that out, I took all that away. If I took them things away, those elements away, and we were talking about just straight hands, would Itachi be able to beat Goku?
Yeah.
If we took out the genjutsu and all of that, and we just talking about just Goku straight martial arts, Itachi straight, you know, taijutsu or whatever, just straight hands, would he be able to match Goku? Because everybody used that cop out, like, oh, well, he just put Goku in a genjutsu, or he'll just, you know, teleport Goku somewhere else, or he'll.
I mean, straight hands, no.
Straight hands,
no.
The reason I say that is because you see those posts get made like, oh, who will win between Itachi and Goku, and everybody voted for Itachi, but everybody's only voting for him because of the one ability.
Yeah, that's not. See, that's my that hacks shit is like.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. He got one thing. So if you take away that one thing, what about all the other things across the board? Is he smoking Goku in them things too?
Nah.
Is he smoking Goku in feet and speed? Is he smoking Goku in strength? Like that'd be my thing, and then everybody be like, "Oh, well, you can't take that out because he has it." Okay, but if that's all he needed to win, why didn't he use that every single time he fought somebody? If that's all it took.
I'm just saying, because they don't like to add in the chakra. They don't like to add in the extra shit. You know what
Naruto used his shit every fight. When Naruto about to fight somebody, nigga, you know he about to Rasengan and multi-clone shot.
Yeah, you know that he about to do that. You right.
You know he about to do it. Every fight. Ain't no exceptions, bro. He about to do it. When Rock Lee pull up and Guy pull up, we know what they about to do. When Vegeta pull up and Goku pull up, we know what they about to do. Instant transmission, Kamehameha. Final Flash, Big Bang. We know what they about to do. We know what Piccolo about. Hell Flash Grenade. Special Beam Cannon. We know what he on. Itachi, this nigga didn't pull up to every single fight. Oh, Genjutsu. I'm just yeah, you over there now. You know, Genjutsu, you too. Yeah, you gone too. Like, he didn't do that to Kakashi right away.
No.
He didn't do that shit. He didn't do that shit to Orochimaru right away. He didn't do it to Sasuke right away.
People like to just use shit. You know, that's why I say you have to know your character. Like, you can't if you're gonna debate something, you have to know the character. Like if you gonna debate and have the side of Itachi, you have to know that he's not just about to just use that. You know what I'm saying? Just frivolously. He's not just not about to just. You know what I mean? You have to know. If you got to, you actually got to know his technique. You got to know his strategy for real. You got to really like present it as it's an actual, presentation.
Listen, if I
Of you
got
knowing the character.
my thing with that is because if I got that kind of power, I'm gonna use that. I'm using that out the gate. Fuck you mean?
I mean, I feel you. Yeah.
I'm about to pull a Kid Buu. Y'all see what Kid Buu? What happened when he pulled up? What he do when he pulled up? As soon as he turned into Kid Buu, he stood up there at the mountain. He ain't think about nothing. He like, I'm gonna blow this motherfucker up.
Right.
Fuck this planet. I ain't about to.
Look.
I ain't about to monologue about nothing. We here now.
Like we get it. Like this is something like people like to bring up. Goku power level. They like to say wild ass shit like he's universal, he's multiversal, or some dumb ass shit. I don't know where this shit even comes from. But either way, I for certain will say that Goku is in fact planetary. I'll just say that I know he can destroy a planet. We know he can destroy a planet. But he will never in his life destroy a planet. So we can't just say that this man is beyond planetary. You know what I'm saying? When y'all putting him up against characters, and he does not use planetary power to fight these characters and be really like hindering himself. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say to keep him in his universal tree until
he's used planetary level one time that I know of, and that was against Cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was it. And that was when he did the little thing where he went up and they started powering up the Kamehameha, and they was like, well, from that distance, if that hit the planet, it'll destroy it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Cell was like calling the bluff. He wouldn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he tripping. He ain't Goku ain't about that life. That's not his thing. You know,
that's not what he do.
He ain't about that. He ain't about to do that. You know,
because I mean, know that though. And you have to also know that this nigga Goku will fuck around and give the opposition a goddamn sensu bean.
You gotta know this. Come on, Vegeta, y'all gotta know that. I mean, when you think about it, it's stated that all of the Saiyans really were planetary to some degree. That was really their job. Either if they couldn't they couldn't take the planet, if they couldn't rule it and take it over, they would destroy it. That was what they was supposed to do.
Agreed. They were a conquesting species. They conquered planets. And like you said, if they couldn't conquer it, just like Vegeta was on when he had first came to Namek or Earth or whichever one, he was like, well, we about to just destroy this motherfucker until we found out about the Dragon Balls. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, all right, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, we gotta look for these. I want them. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But their first mind was to conquer that motherfucker or destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Especially they just noticed that, the shit was really small as hell. They thought it was insignificant until they found out about the Dragon Balls.
Listen, like, and the reason, and I know everybody hate me for saying it, the reason I put Saitama at the top, the reason I put him at the top was dog ain't really showed no kind of weakness at all. He ain't showed
none.
No weakness as far as like getting tired or his durability where he's even sustained an injury for that matter. All right. The reason I say that is because All Might, we've seen him get hurt.
Yes. Multiple times.
Goku, we've seen him get hurt. We've seen him die. And we've seen the nigga run out of power.
Yes.
Naruto, we've seen a nigga get hurt. We've seen hell of them niggas die. And we've seen them niggas run out of chakra and power. We haven't seen that from Saitama.
Nope.
And not only have we not seen that from Saitama, I don't even believe we've seen Saitama at full strength, like at any point.
Nope.
That Burroughs fight, that wasn't full power. I don't believe that was full power. And the reason I said it is based off what Burroughs said to him. He said, you were lying to me. You still had power to spare. You talking about good fight, but you lied. You was holding back.
What? Hold on. What was this? Okay. And being that they way more powerful now, what level are the Saiyans at now?
With what is it? The blue, whatever the blue stuff is called. What is it? God Key or God Mode, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I believe
Um,
it's God Key.
I I would put them. Me personally, I would probably. I'm not gonna say they. I'll still say they planetary.
I was just
Um,
about to say I'll still say planetary.
um,
Maybe
because
maybe
there
stars.
was one little moment, but that wasn't canon. You know, in the legendary Super Saiyan Broly movie, if y'all remember it, when the movie started, the little narrator said the South Galaxy has been destroyed by a Super Saiyan. You know, so that wasn't canon. Now, do they have the ability to destroy a whole galaxy? I doubt it. I mean,
Probably. I mean,
probably. I don't know.
probably.
We ain't seen it. The highest we've
We've
gotten
never seen
is
nothing like that.
the highest we've gotten is planetary. With Dragon Ball. I mean, when we really look at it, that's the top of the list because that's even where Beerus is at.
And we
That's what
can't really.
Beerus's job is. You know, that's this planet ain't a little worthy. Destroy it. I'm the god of destruction. You know.
And we really can't like. Also, we really can't include like Zemo and them. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really like collective of power. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a archy. You know what I'm saying? A hierarchy of power. So you can't really say that that's a
And
universal feat by one person. You know what I'm saying? Because
Zeno ain't really all that powerful when y'all think about it. His one go-to is the fact that he can destroy universes and stuff like that. But other than that, he ain't really no fighter. Somebody could sneak
right,
his ass.
somebody could sneak his ass.
Somebody could sneak that motherfucker for real.
right, right.
He out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I was hoping it was gonna be Frieza, to be honest.
Listen, I have to say this. I'm glad somebody brought this up on the video. Okay, that
Was
feat
about to destroy the galaxy.
man, listen, that feat was both of them colliding, and that was felt by Akai. That was I don't remember it being felt by the planet. I don't remember it being felt by anybody
Listen,
else but Akai. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people use that as like a way to like I don't know validate or prove something. But
somebody inbox me the clip or freeze frame the clip or the video to show me where it is stated that the galaxy or universe was in jeopardy from them just fighting. Because if I'm not mistaken, Saiyans can't breathe in outer space. But they did have a little moment where it showed like Goku and Beerus was supposed to be in outer space, but then
they
other people was like they're in the upper atmosphere of
yeah they were
Earth
in
or
the
something
upper
like that.
atmosphere, the
You know,
lithosphere, or whatever
so
the fuck. They wasn't in
whatever.
space yet.
So they wasn't in space. So yeah, if that's accurate, listen. If it's stated in the manga or in the anime, send it to me in my inbox, and I will 100% agree with you. But you got to show that to me first. You gotta present that to me. I'm not about to just go off your words because I could actually go watch Battle of the Gods right now from like to fact check myself. I
I
don't
mean,
recall them saying, "Oh, the galaxy's about to get destroyed." I remember them saying that it was shaking, they could feel it, and one of the guys can like feel the energy and stuff like that. But y'all got to factor in who was Goku fighting for this to be able to do that. He
my
was
whole
fighting
thing
bears.
Yeah, my whole thing is people just have to understand, like yes, it was definitely impressive just the fact that Goku was hanging with Beerus, in
I
that
think
little
he allowed it.
sparring. Yeah, it was a sparring for real. It wasn't even outright for real, you know what I mean? But it was still impressive that Goku was impressing Beerus, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like
I think it was.
there wasn't
I think Beerus allowed it because he one shotted him when he went Super Saiyan 3.
because me personally, I don't feel like Beerus could destroy a universe. So I
I
don't
don't think he
think
can.
I don't know, and Goku for damn sure can't destroy a universe. So just their
If
fists colliding, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That was
if
just to me just Dragon Ball's drama. You know what I'm saying? They like to add drama to a lot of shit, and that's really
theatrics,
all it was. Yeah, that's all it was. Cause man, hell no, dog.
if Goku can destroy a universe, he wouldn't need to call Zeno for that Black Saga.
Man, come on, man.
He wouldn't need to call Zeno for that. He wouldn't if he could have just handled it himself to where he could have just destroyed the universe. He could have destroyed Trunks' timeline and universe. He wouldn't need to call Zeno to do it. If he could have just did it himself.
Listen, I don't listen. I've never seen or read them saying that beers could destroy a universe. If you seen different, like my man Spawn Prince said, send me that shit to my inbox.
Now send it to me.
I've never seen or heard anyone say that beers could destroy a universe. No, I've never.
I mean, he's the
heard.
god of destruction for specifically his universe,
Yeah, man, right, for planets.
and
You know what I'm saying?
his job is for planets. And if it became to the point to where the universe was not worthy to exist anymore, then it would go to Zeno.
Then it will go. Yeah, exactly. It wouldn't go through beers.
It wouldn't
Hell
go.
no.
It wouldn't go straight to Beerus. It'd go above him, and it'd go to Zeno because Zeno can wipe Beerus out. The only one that can't get erased was Whis.
Right, like
The angels are the only ones.
This is definitely a topic that I feel like should be deaded. Like that's the reason why a lot of this. That's why this video was made, because a lot of shit need to be deaded. Like the shit should not. When they fought Super Saiyan Goku, they said they would have been able to destroy the universe. That is a guess, and it was from a Kai, these dramatic ass Kais. You know what I'm saying? Who were talking that shit. Them niggas could not listen. If this was the case, you know what I'm saying, there wouldn't be no threats, man. There would not be no threat. There wouldn't even be, no Moro. You know what I'm saying? If this was all the case, if this was their actual power level for real, there wouldn't be none of these new villains, man. They would be getting washed. You know what I'm saying? Because Moro is really planetary. You know what I'm saying? And he just ate a bunch of planets. You know what I'm saying? Can he be a powerhouse in the actual galaxy or universe? Yes. But his power level is really planetary. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be saying. Like, okay, yeah, they said that their fists colliding, you know what I'm saying, could what they say, tear the something of the universe or some dumbass shit.
Okay, so here it
that
is.
was a Kai.
It's stated in the manga that older Kai explains that since the destructive force of the shockwaves increase the further away they get from the point of origin, the universe itself will only be able to endure Goku and Beerus clashing 2 to 3 more times. After that, the entire universe will be destroyed. So that's stated in the manga.
And I just want to know, how the fuck does he know that? Has this happened before? That's what I'm saying. Like, that is just drama from the fucking Kais, bro. Like, how would you know that? This shit has never happened before, man. Like, dude, this is the first time y'all ever seen this shit. We said the god of destruction wouldn't be able to destroy the universe because that is not his job in the Dragon Ball universe. His job is to stay in his universe and to destroy planets. If a universe has to be destroyed, it would not go through Beerus, it would go through Zeno. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not powerful. I'm not saying that him being a god of destruction, he can't factually destroy the universe. We've never seen it. We've never read that he could. And from what we know from Dragon Ball right now, currently, the person that does destroy universes and has that, you know what I'm saying, mantle or whatever, is Zeno. It's not Beerus. And I mean, shit. Have we seen anything about? We have not seen anything of Beerus, and that is a duo feat. That is not a feat for Beerus or Goku. Their fists colliding and destroying the universe. They can't do that shit by themselves. So them fighting somebody like you, putting them up against like Superman or, you know what I'm saying, anybody that's top tier in that area. You know what I'm saying? That is, we don't know. That fist colliding, bro, come on, dog. That's not a good enough feat, you know what I'm saying, to really use for them to fight people outside of it. You know what I mean? I just don't see it that way. And I kind of feel like it's kind of a disservice to the actual anime, you know what I'm saying, by putting him up against people, you know what I'm saying, that he just has no chance against. and he just has no chance because of the simple fact he has problems in his own universe, man. And I love Goku. Goku is my nigga. I fuck with Goku. I know you. I know you don't. I fuck with Goku though. That's my nigga. But at the end of the day, you know, listen. We got all right. I see. I don't have a biased opinion. We just got done talking about durability, bro. We just got done talking about durability. And you think, and I can even go and show y'all some scans right now of Superman tanking shit. You know what I'm saying? That Goku would not be able to tank. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. And we just got done saying in the beginning that there are people that can beat Superman. But this is what the video is about. Debates that should not be happening. And Goku and Superman should not be happening. It shouldn't be happening. It just shouldn't. I would rather y'all say Beerus versus Superman, honestly. And even still, he doesn't have a chance. But I would rather you say that than to say Superman versus Goku.
Like I said, I think here's my thing. Maybe Beerus does possess the capabilities to destroy a universe. Maybe, because like I said,
maybe
in the non-canon Broly movie, it was stated that Broly destroyed the South Galaxy. So maybe Beerus has those capabilities. Have we seen him? Have they said anything about it aside from his little scuffle with Goku, where that one little statement got made? Nah. Because here's my thing: if that's the case, we're gonna say all of Dragon Ball characters is universal and planetary. Because if we about to put them all at universal, my dog, then I'm not about to use none of them in battles. If you're not another universal person, what you mean? If the entire universe, if Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and the main people is universal, and then everybody else is like planetary and city, what's the point? That means I can't say Krillin versus Spider-Man. You can't use that. Krillin versus Spider-Man. Krillin a white New York out there. He's city level.
See, then this is what I'm saying, man. Like, okay, so you think I have a biased opinion. Now, I have not once said that Superman was outside of any type of power level. I haven't wanked him or nothing. All I see on these comments is that I'm starting to see some wank. Cell was solar
system level. They did state that.
They did state that. But my whole thing is, like, this is my thing with Dragon Ball. And this is really why I stopped holding it at such high regard and holding it to a high standard, because it's so much inconsistencies. Like, so are we saying that they said that Cell was solar system? They did say that. So are we saying that Goku and Gohan, are we saying that Goku is solar system level because he assisted Gohan? Or are we saying that, or if some people that say that he didn't assist Gohan, are we saying that Gohan is solar system level? Is that what we're saying here? Are we saying that? Are we saying, because Cell's dead. Dead as fuck.
Listen, I stopped holding Dragon Ball to a level to where they just, my thing is now is speaking on things. And when you speak on things like that, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. When you speak on these things, how does that hold up in the fight? I'm always thinking about the versus battle when it comes to the fictional characters. How does that hold up in the fight? And that's where I get people. Y'all get me confused at. Because I've been in real fights and I watch real combat sports. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how does that hold up? He's solar system level. Okay. I stopped with that Dragon Ball stuff because at one point in time they was calling power levels numbers, was they not? With scholars and shit. No, his power level is 9,000. His is 125 million. Now they don't even do that. They just use whatever the hell is in the back of their head. Something powerful is coming.
Yeah,
you know,
that's that head cannon. You know what
And
I'm
then they
saying?
just started stating shit like that. Oh, he's strong enough that he can possibly destroy a solar system. But what the fuck does that mean when we start throwing these hands though?
Right? Like, it don't mean nothing.
He could throw mountains, but what about these though? What the hell that mean? You
And
strong as
then,
hell. Like you get the strongman competitions in real life. You got
and we get that.
bodybuilders and all this, but
Exactly.
can dog fight?
And that's where, and then that moves on to the next subject of Goku versus Mori Jin. Now, this is what I mean. Now, okay, we give, like, I give y'all that. Now, let's say that Cell, Goku, let's say all the Super Saiyans are Solar System plus. Let's say that they all are Solar System plus. But y'all be saying that my man Mori Jin from God of High School is not even fucking solar system at all. And then we show the feats, you know what I'm saying, of him and his god staff, you know what I'm saying, being easily planetary, and niggas just be like, no, that don't count. That don't count. That shit like, come on, man. We gotta be consistent.
We're not gonna count it because we're not gonna count it because either we don't like the character or we don't like how it was done. Because here's my thing. I think Baby Vegeta from GT a body cell.
Definitely.
I'm gonna just be honest. I think Baby a body cell. I think Shenron, I think Omega, I think he a body boo.
We got another question. Have you ever seen or heard of Saitama destroying a universe or being capable of such? No. I haven't, because he's not a projection hero. He's not his power isn't projection. You know what I'm saying? His power is literally strength.
His
and
power,
adaptation, really.
Even in his own universe, his power isn't put on a scale of levels.
Nope.
And in his own universe, his power is only stated as he's the strongest. That's it.
That's it.
And that's only stated by other characters in his universe. They don't go beyond how strong he can be or how strong he is. Because, like I said, he hasn't even really shown, I don't believe, shown his full power. But as far as Genos, King, Blizzard, and Silver Fang and all them, they've only stated, oh, he's the strongest. That's it.
I mean, at the end of the day, no, we haven't heard Saitama being able to destroy a universe. No, because most people can't.
He wouldn't need to.
Right, most people can't do that because it's not fucking realistic. I mean, it's really just a silly ass concept. But he doesn't need to. Just know that if you come up and run up into Japan, you know what I'm saying, and you acting like you want some problems, nigga, you want some
anybody, if you scratch everybody off the board that can destroy universes, like Xeno, like anime wise, anybody that can destroy like these universes and erase you from time and history or BFRU and all this, that, and that, Saitama mopping them.
Yeah, Saitama. Oh, who wins against Supes and Saitama? Oh, wait for it, fucking Saitama. Man, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. Like I got
Saitama winning that one.
I mean, it is what it is.
I got Saitama winning that one. The fuck?
Like, look, nigga, I get
I've seen Superman brought to his knees struggle with Grundy, my nigga. Like, I've seen him brought to his knees struggle with Lobo, nigga. I seen Doomsday beat that nigga to death.
Yeah. I mean, these is all factual shit. Yeah, I done seen this nigga Goku get his ass washed.
I done seen Metallo and Parasite put hands on that nigga. What you mean? Like, the hell? I done seen Livewire put hands on that nigga before. Like, what?
Yeah, I ain't seen nobody.
What you mean? Like, what?
And I ain't seen not one person put hands on Saitama yet.
I ain't seen one person do nothing to Saitama where it looked like he was remotely even borderline about to lose. I didn't see Zod, Eradicator, and Cyborg then put hands on Superman. Brainiac then body Superman. Lex has been beating his ass for years. Like, what you mean? He a human.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
Hold on, man. Man, let's stop it, man. Let's stop it with this gag character shit, man. I made a whole video about this. That doesn't mean anything, man.
I'm not trying to hit that. Listen, maybe I would have went for that gag shit back when he first came out. Like, oh, this some silly ass shit. But now, where we've gone as far as the manga and the story and all that shit that accumulated now, no, he ain't no gag character. This shit is real, bro. Niggas just don't like the concept. And the reason they don't like the concept is because it's Shonen Jump. And what they used to in Shonen Jump is characters like Goku, who we've watched since Dragon Ball develop into who he is now. Naruto go from being what he was to being Hokage. Luffy still ain't motherfucking Pirate King. Deku eventually gonna be the number one hero and all that. Saitama ain't had to go through none of that. He was already number one in his universe. Nobody tripped about Superman being number one in his universe. Superman didn't come on the scene and just, you know what I'm saying? He had like a few moments where he couldn't control his powers when he was a teenager to develop them. And then after that, it was all overboard. Now at that point, it was no different.
And then when you asking, but isn't Superman universal? He can take over a universe if he wants to, but projection wise, no. Like the thing about Dragon Ball and shit like that is they have key, you know what I'm saying, and projection powers, projecting type powers, you know what I'm saying, that can expand outside of themselves actually having to touch or force their way to do some shit. You know, Superman is durable as hell. You know what I'm saying?
If you can show me some shit where Superman is universal level, then I'll say universal level.
I wouldn't necessarily say that Superman is universal by power level. No.
Nobody who said Saitama was universal level, man. Who said this?
Right, nobody said that. I mean, I didn't say Saitama was universal. I didn't say that Superman was universal.
Saitama is written the way he's written is to be unbeatable. And it is a good way he is actually good and it's actually working. All right, one. Superman, listen. This is where the power scaling comes in at, y'all. And this is why I be telling y'all stop using that shit because it's off. Superman, if you can show me the feats of him being universal, I'll say he universal. Because I can show you feats of Captain Atom destroying the universe. It was like in the Silver Age shit from like the 60s and 70s, but he did it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But is Captain Atom, ooh, he can destroy a universe. But can he beat Superman when it comes to these, though?
Right, and I didn't, and that's my point. I never said that Saitama was universal. You know what I'm saying? I just said that we ain't never seen nobody whoop his ass yet. And honestly, we still haven't seen...
Y'all asked who will win between him and Superman. We said Saitama.
And we have not even seen in Dragon Ball... I want y'all to actually be silent for this one. We have never seen a universe actually be destroyed in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, besides the top shit, you know what I'm saying, where they did that shit for like literally a minute and then 17 wished for everything to be back. You know what I'm saying?
No, not that. Really... I'm talking about the Black Series. Xeno destroyed that whole universe, that whole timeline.
Okay, you.
But that was Xeno.
Right.
That we didn't.
But that was Xeno. Nobody else outside of that.
Other than Xeno do that.
Exactly. And that's my whole thing about people saying that these characters are universal. That's really what I meant. Like, you know, saying that, you know, all of it is implications. All of it is guessing. All of it is, you know, it's not no facts behind it. That's why I'm saying. Just because we see somebody spouting they bullshit, you know what I'm saying? We got niggas saying that, you know what I'm saying, James Harden is the best NBA player of all time. Or the best shooting guard of all time. That doesn't mean that the shit is true. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my
defense. I look at a fight like this. Defense wins championships. I don't know. I can't name a character that hasn't shown more durability than Saitama. Though I haven't seen nobody. I haven't seen him take damage aside from a dream. We ain't seen dude get a scratch other than his actual clothes. I'm just saying that's really it. We've seen if the Dragon Ball characters was on those real type of levels, y'all, with Goku, you know, Goku get his clothes tattered to Vegeta, you know, shirt to come off and all this, that, and the other. But are they really like? Are those? We can't say how much power is really being put behind a Kai Blast or anything else when it comes to that, man. We can't really say. One moment, I'll destroy this planet. You throw a Kai Blast out there in Dragon Ball, and it's supposed to quote unquote destroy the planet. The next moment is you didn't hit him directly with that Kai Blast, but it didn't do shit to him. So you telling me the Kai Blast can destroy the planet, but not him? Like how that's working and like how that's gonna go?
And that's what I'm saying. Like people can try to like make certain sense of certain things all they want, but I mean the fact still remains that we
That
have.
I agree with. There is no way to really be able to say. That's why. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah,
When it
that's what
comes to
we're trying
this,
to say though.
keep certain characters in their universe.
That-
Saitama don't. We don't need to take him out of his universe. Leave
at
him where
all.
he at. Leave him where he at. We don't need to take Superman out of his universe. You can maybe about that much put Superman over in the Marvel, but that's only against certain people.
I heard
Like
him against certain people, man.
only against certain people. I don't think Juggernaut and the Hulk can beat Superman. You know what I'm saying? And as far as strength, maybe they can rival him in strength, but across the board, power, everything else that's put into play, feats and everything, they can't beat him. I don't think
No,
Gladiator can beat Superman. I don't
right?
think Sentry can beat Superman. You know what I'm
No,
saying? I don't think so. Sentry, everybody was saying that for it. Wow, Sentry, oh, Sentry. But I'm like, Sentry's main element was that his power was based off a whole bunch of suns, right? And don't
yeah,
suns fuel Superman?
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. My whole thing is people got to understand that the main concept, the main fact that people are missing is durability. You have to know the character's durability. If you've seen shit like fucking like I'm sorry to even bring this up because I hate bringing it up, but Goku getting hit by a laser beam, bro. Like, and then it went through his entire body. I've never seen that shit happen to Superman ever, even with a kryptonite bullet, nigga. Like, nigga, I've never seen nothing like that happen to Superman ever.
Like I said, the closest thing we got was Doomsday beating his ass.
Exactly, and that's
And
because they the same
and they
motherfucker
copped that
basically.
out with that wasn't even a death. Dog was in coma.
Right, exactly. Dude wasn't even dead.
He went to sleep. He got tired. Went to sleep. Like,
Man,
so
bro.
come on, man.
I mean, listen, I get it, man. I get it. But our entire point of this is that a lot of characters need to stay in their own universe, man. Y'all can't
Listen,
even keep them in their own shit.
some of the best debates is held by those that are like human, honestly.
Yeah,
The reason being is because that's their only weakness is that they human.
exactly.
Superman's weakness is kryptonite. Hulk's weakness is the fact that all he got to do is calm down and then he virtually useless.
And he's fucking vulnerable again.
You know what I'm saying? Same with Billy Batson. That nigga turned back into a mortal. That's it.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
He a kid.
That's
Like,
that's
you know
your
what
kid.
I'm saying?
You know what
So
I'm saying?
that's my entire point. Like this video is not made. I just want to stop this. I just want to say this before we end the video. This video was not made to throw shade or to hate on any character. I honestly, a lot of these characters, you know what I'm saying, improved our knowledge on a lot of these topics. Like Batman, I don't like him, but I still embrace the messages that his stories have given me. You know what I'm saying? But T'Challa and Batman, that's not a debate. It's not a fight. It's like we there is no Batman is winning against T'Challa. That's just my opinion. Defeats
I do the same thing, man. I prefer to remember that the characters are fictional. I do
oh,
prefer
definitely.
that.
Definitely,
But
definitely. Wes, definitely.
like I said, my biggest thing when it come to that is we're talking about a fight. And when I think of a fight, I'm not thinking of throwing all these projectiles, doing all this. Even though I know they do that stuff, when I think of a fight, I'm thinking about these hands. And Doomsday personifies that for me. Hulk
Yeah.
personifies that for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These hands. Can you beat me in a fight? When I think of a fight, Hulk, that's why I love Hulk so much.
I
We're
want you to
fighting. I want to fight.
exactly.
That's why I like Lobo. I want to fight.
And I want you to also understand, Rilla. I want you to understand one thing. That yes, there are versions of Superman, but there is only one Superman that is canon. You know what I'm saying? There is one Superman that the story is following. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there are a lot of Supermans, but we're not talking about all them different versions of Superman. Unless somebody specifically say that, yeah, I'm talking about Superman Prime 1 million, who doesn't have any feats, by the way. I don't know why. That's another one that needs to stop being put in debates. Superman Prime 1
The
million, need to stop it.
variations of characters just need to stop. All those amps and
Yeah,
juiced
it's
up
just
versions.
stupid. Shit's
Like
stupid.
shit, there's so many damn people in Marvel that had a fucking power cosmic form at some meaning that are
Spidey
man,
done
what?
had the power cosmic.
Like Hulk done had that shit. Like man, look, just fucking stop.
Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying. So yeah, you can debate Superman, but you can only debate Superman if you know Superman and know the canonized story of Superman and the one that they're actually following. We're not following Eradicator. We're not following the variant Superman. We're not following um we're not following nobody else except for Clark Kent. You know what I'm saying? New 52. You know what I'm saying? Or pre-crisis. You know, and nothing. We're not talking about Superman that's anything before. I mean, anything before Silver Age. Everything after that, we're talking about that Superman. You know what I'm saying? And that story that is still continuing to this day. That is who we're discussing. We're not discussing nobody else. So no, yeah, there are different versions, but there's only one fucking Superman. Let's make that clear. And yeah, that's really the last thing I had to say. But yeah, Batman's not fucking with T'Challa at all. And I'm not saying that because of no race thing. I'm not saying that because of anything other than besides what has been presented to me. So with the herb and the suit, or without the herb and suit, T'Challa wins.
You saying without the herb he win?
Yes, I say without the herb he wins too. I've seen this man T'Challa fight motherfuckers without his suit and without the herb. You know what I'm saying?
I've
And
seen
son everybody.
I've seen Batman fight Spawn.
Huh? Yeah, go use the bathroom if you gotta use the bathroom.
I've seen Batman fight Spawn. just throwing it out there.
Man, dude, we listen. Okay, I understand. This nigga Batman has been wanked by writers. He's been wanked by fans
The
to the
reason
point that
being,
he has defeats. You know what I'm
the
saying? To
reason
discuss the
being
shit. I mean,
is because he's human.
Yeah.
Is it okay? I'll leave y'all with one. I'm gonna post one, but I'm gonna leave y'all with one. T'Challa, no suit, no herb, versus Bronze Tiger.
You said say it again.
T'Challa, no suit, no herb, versus Bronze Tiger. Who winning?
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Yes.
He lost to Killmonger with no herb.
Listen, Killmonger.
Will Killmonger be Bronze Tiger? Hand to hand combat only.
I think so. Yes. I think that they made Killmonger. Killmonger was really a crazy ass creation. If we want to like be real here, this nigga Killmonger was a crazy.
I'm speaking comic.
Comic.
Killmonger,
Do you know how big and how fast this nigga? This nigga had a pet jaguar that was like 500 pounds, and he used to wrestle with it. This nigga Killmonger ain't no slouch. He like superhuman for real. You know what I'm saying? And then him being able to survive a synthetic herb, you know what I'm saying, even impresses me more of how his human body just accepted and embraced that dumbass shit.
Here's my thing with y'all, and this gets me. What people didn't understand is that Killmonger was actually Eric Killmonger was just a minor character.
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
He's a comic wise, he's a minor character.
He's a minor character in T'Challa's story for real. I mean, if you want to be honest, the person that really made the most impact villain wise in T'Challa's storyline was Akibe and Malice. Even Naganda, for real. The nation of Naganda was really more impactful, honestly. But yeah, Malice and Akibe, that was, man, when this nigga lost his throne, the whole nation and shit, that shit was fucked up. That shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, they made Killmonger to be a goddamn a human Sabretooth. Like, this nigga was built like a damn machine.
And I'll leave y'all on that fact. Killmonger, he was for the people that's going to probably say he's not a minor character. Killmonger only has 45 comic book appearances.
Yeah. He's a minor character in writing, definitely.
He only has 45 appearances throughout all of comics in Marvel.
And all
45.
of those, and most of those were in the Bronze Age.
And
And
and Bronze Age Panther books, Jungle Action Comics to be more specific.
yeah,
Then that's
yeah,
in like the 70s, like
and currently
72.
And currently, Killmonger has a like 3-book mini series, and he was in like 20 of the main. I mean, sorry, 20 of the Galactic Empire of Wakanda series too. He was in like 20 of those. So that's like, yeah, he really ain't been in a lot of different runs for real. He only been in, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of characters that really should have, like, if they was gonna make the Black Panther story, I really felt like they rushed the whole Killmonger thing. I don't think that he should have been the first villain. Um,
I don't.
but we talked about that before.
I think Killmonger can't beat. I don't think Killmonger can beat Slade. Deathstroke.
Nah, Killmonger. There's certain people that Killmonger definitely gets sunned to. Really, the only reason why T'Challa lost to Killmonger was because he underestimated that motherfucker. That's why he lost.
Yeah, I think Deathstroke could give it to him.
Deathstroke is an annoying character, though.
I think Bane might be able to give it to him.
A real fight, T'Challa and Bane, no herb or venom. Man, Bane loses.
No Venom, Bane out of there. Bane can't
Exactly,
beat nobody
Bane out
without
of there.
Venom, bro. Stop
Yeah,
it.
he out of there. Yeah, he
Get
out
out
of
of
there.
there. Bane ain't beat nobody without no Venom.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry, bro.
That's
I
his.
know
That's
you. I
his
know you.
scapegoat.
I know you love Bane, man, but no, dog.
I seen somebody say. I seen somebody said Bane versus Rhino. I'm like,
Man,
nigga,
Rhino,
Rhino
come
about
on,
to
dog.
run through this nigga.
Right, he go really, literally run through this nigga, and then laugh and keep on running. Like, but we gonna definitely talk about this another day, though, man. We running out of time. This is definitely a great show. Definitely great dialogue between me and you and the audience. Yeah, man, keep these characters, man, in
Catch
their own
us.
universe.
Catch us. Keep them in their universes, y'all. Catch us Wednesday for the next comic book hauls and comic news. And then we do have other things because it's November. We're getting into
Yep,
November now, people.
yep. New
So
issues
we
dropping.
get new issues, new books, a new series are starting up. So we're gonna come back with y'all probably on that following Friday, Saturday, or we might go ahead and just leave it on Sundays where we're gonna come back and review some of these versus posts and some of these versus fights because I definitely got a couple that I wanted to post
Yeah, there's more that
for
we gotta
y'all in
talk
the
about.
group.
Definitely, there's more we gotta talk
So
about. Definitely. This
always
is just
look
the
out
tip of
for us
the
to just
iceberg.
go live. We'll definitely always post it when what day we going live and what time. So just keep a lookout on that on y'all news feed to see and then join in, tune in, have this conversation with us. It's always welcome.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for being a part of the show again, my brother.
Always.
Man, know your characters. This is my last message for this show. Know the character you are debating. You know what I'm saying? And really leave that scale and shit at home and use your goddamn logic. You know what I'm saying? Please.
Leave
And
that
read
shit
some
at home.
comics too.
Leave that shit at home when we talking about these fights. Because just like I said, in real life, we got bodybuilders at these gyms. We got power lifters, but can dog fight?
Can dog fight?
Can he fight? He got all them muscles. He got all this strength. But can he throw these bitches? That's what it come down to when we say
That's what it come down
versus
to.
battle. We're talking about the fight. I'm not talking about he can lift a mountain. Fuck that mean? He about
That
to
don't mean shit.
can his face take these punches?
Exactly. Can this nigga, is his chin tough, man? That's
This
what matters.
nigga, what y'all talking about? He lift his island up, nigga. Catch these hands though. While you holding that island above your head, I'm about to get off of your ass.
Right, right.
What you
Beat the
talking
fuck
about?
out of you, nigga.
What the hell? Trying to hit that.
Man, but thank you, brother, for being a part of this show, man, and thank y'all for tuning in and listening and actually giving y'all feedback and actually being a part of the show. I appreciate that a bunch.
Appreciate it. Much love. Much love.
Yeah, but we're gonna do this again, man. We're gonna definitely we got a lot more to talk about when it comes to these versus battles. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but I'm glad that we had this discussion. But y'all have a good night. Remember, love yourself, love your family. Don't stress about the shit you can't control. Peace, man. Signing off. Be safe, brother.
You too, bro.
Definitely.